Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Mcauliffe. I am Deputy Director of Communications for Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks. We want to thank you all for being here this morning and for tuning in online as we prepare to welcome the Washington International Horse Show to Prince George's County. So, whether you're a fan of horses or maybe interested in learning more about them, this is an amazing opportunity for all Prince Georgians of all ages to come out to the many family friendly events that are taking place throughout the week. So, this morning we'll hear first from Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrooks. She'll be followed by Mary Helen Shaughnessy, who is the Executive Director of the Washington International Horse Show. After that, we'll have Ross Pedicort, the Executive Director of the Maryland Horse Industry Board. He will be followed by Mayor Sarah Franklin of the town of Upper Marlboro, where Showplace Arena is located. Following her, we will hear from Leslie Graves, the President and CEO of Experience Prince George's. And then finally, we will hear from Stephen Carter, the Deputy Director of Facility Operations for the Department of Parks and Recreation. So with that, I will turn things over to County Executive Alsobrooks.
Well, good morning, everyone. I have to tell you, today is an especially exciting day. I don't know about you, but I just felt so excited to drive up this morning and to see that we are now officially able to welcome the 64th Washington International Horse Show to the Showplace Arena at the Prince George's County Equestrian Center. I want to welcome all of you to the Capital Region. And before we go any further, there are some people that I want to acknowledge and certainly want to thank, beginning with the Upper Marlboro Mayor, Sarah Franklin. Want to thank her so much for her presence here today. I'd also like to thank the Horse Show's Executive Director, Mary Helen Shaughnessy, President Victoria Lowell, and the Board of Directors. I'd also like to thank the Maryland Horse Industry Board Executive Director, Ross Pedicort, who you'll hear from in a little bit, and want to thank him for joining us. I'd also like to thank and acknowledge the Prince George's County Planning Board Chairman Peter Shapiro. I don't see him yet this morning, but I imagine he's planning to be here as well. But I do see Deputy Director Steve Carter. Want to thank him so much for his presence this morning. And you've heard already that Experience Prince George's President and CEO Leslie Graves is here, and she has done such an amazing job, and I certainly want to thank her also. But I have to give a very special thank you to one person who I've mentioned threatened that she was going to run me straight out of Prince George's County if I did not make this happen. I can't tell you how often I heard from this beautiful lady, but Sheila Curry from the Office of Strategic Partnerships, who worked so very hard to bring this event to Prince George's County. I can tell you that this discussion has been ongoing as we talked about the fact that Prince George's is horse country, and we promised each other that we would do much more to bring attention to this industry, and we have done so. So we are thrilled about the Washington International Horse Show's return because this event has been a long and storied history in this region. We're celebrating the horse show's return to the area, but we're also welcoming the show back home to Prince George's County. This year's event will be the first one hosted here at the Showplace Arena, but the horse show previously spent nearly 25 years, for those who don't know, in Landover before it relocated to Washington, D.C. in 2000. We also embrace the horse show's return because of Maryland's close relationship with equestrian sports. This makes our state, we believe, an ideal home for this prestigious show. The horse industry has a $2.1 billion impact on Maryland's economy, and equestrian sports will continue to be a part of our future. Thousands of young people are reached by Maryland's equestrian educational programs each year, and some of those beautiful young ones are here today, and I'm so proud to see them and want to thank their parents for bringing them. But we know also that you've often heard it said that greatness simply grows in Prince George's County. And I want to let you in on the open secret that I've kind of let out the bag. And that is that among the other things that Prince George's County is known for, I wanted to be really clear to everyone that Prince George's County is also horse country. Greatness in equestrian sports runs deep here in Prince George's County, and we have a lot of young riders who are training with horses In fact, Upper Marlboro's own, and I haven't seen her here yet this morning, but we have the super bad Marissa Hall, who recently achieved the title of Maryland High School Rodeo All Around Champion and is now known as the Rodeo Queen. So let it be known that the Rodeo Queen, for anyone who is curious about it, grew in Prince George's County. We also have Nick Jackson, also from Upper Marlboro, who comes from a horse training family and was crowned the Junior World Bull Riding Champion. And I want to thank him. He's here this morning. And want to thank him and his family. In fact, can you stand up and let us take a look and just see what a champion looks like? That's right. For anyone who wants to know. And also, I don't know how many had an opportunity to be here for it. It's always a wonderful time, but we once again hosted the Bill Pickett Invitational Rodeo right here at the Showplace Arena very recently, which was a sold out event. So it's clear that equestrian sports have such a proud tradition here. And for over 60 years, the horse show was a source of entertainment for our local horse lovers and for our residents who otherwise would not have had an opportunity to experience these beautiful animals up close. Unfortunately, when the COVID-19 pandemic came, the Washington Capital One Arena could no longer accommodate the show. So this show actually went down to North Carolina. But we understood what the horse show has meant to our region. And I can tell you that we were absolutely determined, along with Sheila Curry, to show our commitment to bringing this very important part of our history back home. And not just to the capital region, but back home, we meant back to Prince George's County. So, as the crown jewel of Maryland, Prince George's County is a natural destination point for visitors across the globe, and we believe that this world class event would also feel at home coming back here once again. And so we jumped into action, partnering with the state. I want to thank all of our delegation, the members of the Maryland, the Prince George's County delegation, as well as Maryland National Capital Park and Planning for pledging to modernize this showplace arena if the horse show was brought back here. And next week, the Washington International Horse Show officially returns home, even more highly acclaimed than ever, now recognized as the only World Cup qualifying five-star event in the nation. And its arrival, yes, and that deserves applause. Yes. And its arrival also happens to coincide with Governor Hogan's designation of October as Maryland Horse Month. So the horse show is getting the homecoming that it deserves. Our local economy will also feel a significant impact from the horse show's presence. In 2019, the last time that the show was hosted in Washington, D.C., the city grossed approximately $11 million during the 6 days of competition. And now we know that the riders and fans from all over the world will be bringing their talent and enthusiasm to Prince George's County. National Harbor will provide the event's hospitality campus, and visitors will patronize hotels and restaurants all throughout Prince George's. So, this special homecoming will also create cultural waves across the county. The pandemic also forced a few other horse shows to relocate from Prince George's to other areas, but the return of this widely respected show, we know for sure, will be encouraging all of them. Tell them, come on back home. We'll keep the porch lights on for you. And many of those shows we know will certainly be returning to Prince George's County. And the horse show is hosting Kids Day on this Saturday, the 22nd, and next Saturday, the 29th. And so our young people will have a chance to learn about and experience the animals close up. And the horse show will continue helping to mold the next generation of local horse enthusiasts here in Prince George's and across the region. So, as you can tell, we're a little bit excited. I hope you can feel it just a little bit, right? That we are super excited about this new chapter in the history of the Washington International Horse Show. And it is certainly our honor to be host for this special event. And so, I personally would like to invite and encourage all fans, horse lovers, and interested residents to come on out and please come to experience this prestigious horse show at the Showplace Arena at the National Harbor over the next week. And for those who don't know much about horses and equestrian sports, well, we say to you that this week is the absolute perfect time to interact with the experts, learn, and have fun. So bring your family and friends out, enjoy the week's festivities, And let's embrace our visitors, give the show a warm welcome home, and show that we are not only the crown jewel of Maryland, but as I've told you, we are what? Horse country. You all are getting the point, right? So thank you so much again for joining us this morning. I'm so pleased again and so proud to be host, and I'd like to turn over at this point to Mary Helen Shaughnessy, the rest of the program. Thank you so much.
Hello. Thank you all so much for coming. It means an immense world to everybody that you can see we're physically setting up on the street, we're setting up in the arena, we're setting up all over the county to host our event starting on Monday. So I want to thank you to Sheila Curry, of course, the county executive, Steve Carter, Ross, the mayor, experienced Prince George's, everyone. Thank you. So definitely, I want to start with a little bit of my personal history with this particular venue. I grew up in Baltimore, and I used to come here and show at the Capital Challenge, at the Regional Horse Show, and I actually qualified for my first Washington International Horse Show right in the rings back there, just attending the show. When I got to the Washington International Horse Show downtown, I fell off at the first fence. Yeah, so that was my introduction to the show. However, it's kind of been, from the ground up since then. So we're really thrilled to be able to be here this year. It's a big step for us to become a 5-star. What that means is that it's essentially the pinnacle of the show jumping equestrian sport. And with that, I think we're really excited to showcase our riders in front of this county crowd and everybody. We've got confirmed to come all members of the United States Tokyo silver medal Olympic team. So everybody will be here competing in the World Cup qualifying event. And in addition to that, we have, ponies, junior riders, horses of all kinds. One of the things that makes the Washington International Horse Show stand out for our riders is the ability to compete and actually look up and there's fans in the stands and people are cheering them on. And it feels like a real sporting event, which is something that's very often lost in our industry. So we're really excited about this location, the support from the county, the support from all of the horse country fans to come out and join us in the stands. A couple of things that I'm really excited about this year are sort of our accessibility for entry. Daytime tickets are free for kids every single day. Everyone can come totally free, and the maximum that anyone would pay on a daytime ticket is $10 on the weekend. So really affordable for the whole family to come out, free for military, first responders, teachers as well. And our evening sessions, we have our Thursday barn night where the theme is to gallop green. So that's all about sustainable initiatives and having fun. Bring your barns, bring your families, and just get loud. That's really what it's about. Friday night is military night. That's where we have our showcased classes that really show power and speed. We're one of the only, if not the only places in the United States that offers a puissance high jump class. That's where the riders will literally scale a wall as it gets higher and higher and higher. And I think we've got the record. It's a little over 7.5 feet tall for a horse to just go. And then a really fun part of that, at the end of the night, everyone can come down onto the floor and stand in front of the wall and see how big it was. So that's a really fun evening as well. We've got some great exhibitions there too. Jack Russell Terrier races. So if you like to see the little creatures run, that's the time to do it. They'll be racing in the arena. We've got a beautiful dressage exhibition as well, featuring this year's Breyer horse. And then on Saturday, that's our pinnacle evening, the World Cup qualifying event. But it is also fun because we do have the Shetland ponies coming in racing. So that's like a miniature steeplechase. The kids dress up like actual jockeys. They get on the little mini ponies and they race around the ring. So there's a mixture of entertainment right in there with top sport, which I think is really what sets us apart as well. And also there's shopping. We're going to have, you can't see it now, but the concourse will be full of vendors to shop. You'll be able to go out back and enjoy some food trucks from some local vendors as well throughout the week. So yeah, we're really excited about the mixture and marriage of sport, entertainment, and really can't thank enough the hospitality we've received from the county, from the state. We're excited about this year and many years into the future. So, thank you. Yeah. Up next we have Ross Pedicort.
Unlike Mary Helen, I didn't ride well enough to even qualify for the Washington International Horse Show. So hats off to you, Mary Helen, for your wonderful show career. First, I want to commend the local leadership of Prince George's County. I get choked up when I think about it, but the commitment to the horse industry that Angela also Brooks has shown, Leslie Grays with tourism, Sarah with the town of Upper Marlboro, it means the world to the state's horse industry. This has long been a dream to have a horse park, a state horse park in Maryland. Years ago, it was decided to have one built in Anne Arundel County, and for a lot of reasons that was not built. When I came on board as director of the Horse Industry Board about 10 years ago, we decided to revisit it. And I'd been president of the Maryland Tourism Coalition, traveled all over the state. I had published a magazine called Maryland Life, and I knew there were horses everywhere. I said, why don't we do a horse park system, renovate and upgrade the facilities that we have? So Fair Hill up in Cecil County, the state has put about $27 million in renovating that. We just had a second year 5-star 3-day event, only 7 in the world, up at Fair Hill this past weekend. Tomorrow night, we have a $2 million new Maryland Horse Education and Library Center being unveiled in Reisterstown. And then here we are with Prince George's County and the county putting up several $million and realizing the importance of the horse industry of this state to renovate this beautiful facility. So we have a horse park system with Fair Hill, Reisterstown, and Upper Marlboro. And it spreads out economic development and the appeal of horses everywhere across the state, much better, we feel, than just one location. In addition, we have 800 riding and lesson stables in the state, spread out all over the state. And we have a lot of these folks here today. Rachel Neff, stand up, Promised Landing Farm here in Upper Marlboro. Sandra Wiseman, Glenwood Farm, her mom, Dorothy, was the impetus many years ago for starting this center here. Paul Turner, stand up, Paul. Marlboro Equestrian Center. I mean, that is one of the most state-of-the-art equestrian centers that we have. The Jackson Rodeo Crew. Look at Nick. I mean, he's already a world champion. And his sisters ride and win all sorts of prizes. So, and in addition today, we have 2 visitors from Ireland. Will you stand? Fran Horgan and her sister, Trish. Fran was with the Traditional Irish Horse Society, and she's here for the 5-star for the Maryland Million Horse Race. Sadly, she has to go home on Sunday, but she'll be rooting for, do we have Irish riders here? So she'll be rooting for all the Irish riders here. And that's the appeal of these events. They bring people from all over the world. Just at Fair Hill last week, we had delegations from Spain, UK, from Ireland, and various other parts. I know embassy officials are going to be coming here to the horse show from Japan, from China. I know the Irish embassy is sending 2 people. Everyone is so excited about the show coming here. The whole goal is, see this little girl right there in her riding clothes. This is why we are doing this, for the next generations. And we want to this county to have an equestrian, Francis Tafeo, coming along. So anyway, riding schools produce that champion rider of world acclaim, as he was in the tennis world. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome. The town of Upper Marlboro is both excited and Prince George is proud to join with the county in welcoming the Washington International Horse Show to the Showplace Arena and Equestrian Center. The Showplace Arena is expanding and continuing its long tradition of hosting internationally acclaimed equestrian events such as the Washington International Horse Show. We're excited to greet all the visitors from all over the world and make them feel welcome while they're part of our community. In Upper Marlboro, we believe that we are greater together, and we have collaborated with Prince George's County, various agencies, and planning partners to create a welcoming environment for guests of the town. Welcoming this prestigious horse show is a step towards achieving our goal of becoming a regional tourist destination. We have invested in beautification in collaboration with experienced Prince George's and Prince George's County, public art installations in collaboration with Prince George's County Arts and Humanities Council, hired an economic development firm to implement the town's economic goals, and will be undergoing a coordinated community-driven rebranding event. Downtown Upper Marlboro has a lot to offer and tremendous potential. We have restaurants, salons, and clothing boutiques downtown. We have some special events for you this week, including Food Truck Festival on Friday and a farmer's market on Saturday. Next week, we have our trail network to better connect the community to these resources and the recreation resources available in Schoolhouse Pond. Here in and around Upper Marlboro, it truly is gorgeous Prince George's. For those visitors who haven't experienced our town yet, we hope you'll spend some time with us and see everything we have to offer. We look forward to welcoming the Washington International Horse Show back again next year with even more activities and connections to our wonderful community. Thank you. I'll turn it over to Leslie Graves.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out. What an exciting morning. We've talked about being horse country. We've talked about the wonderful equine events that are going to be coming. What I also want to make sure everybody knows as we talk about our international visitors, this will actually give an opportunity for Prince George's County to be seen all over the world. We will be airing in Thailand, in Mexico, in Canada, and in many places across Europe. That's exciting. Prince George's County will be seen by the world as horse country. So in following that, you know, the equine sector itself is great for tourism. We've sort of heard about that. We've just listened to those things. This prestigious competition facilitates and sparks the future generations to learn and compete. We're seeing some of them today. It highlights another dynamic of sports that we have here in the county. The equestrian activities that are already here include horseback riding, horse-drawn carriage tours, equestrian therapy, and riding lessons. So again, we are horse country. We have the history. By hosting shows and events like this, we're able to attract new audiences to our county, both regionally and internationally. Visitors who come to our county for the Washington International Horse Show and others become our overnight visitors. And for us, what that means is our accommodations are full, our restaurants are busy, our retail shops have customers, and all of our extra events like the Wheel and other places are being occupied. So the team at Experience Prince George's and the team sitting here is excited to welcome back this week-long 5-star event. And welcome to the crown jewel of Maryland called Prince George's County.
Good morning again. I'm Steve Carter, Deputy Director with the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Department of Parks and Recreation in the Prince George's County, Maryland. Come on now. I bring greetings from our chairman, Mr. Peter Shapiro, and our director, Mr. Bill Tyler. This prestigious event not only highlights elite equestrian athletes from around the world, who we're happy to welcome in Prince George's County. The event also highlights to our local equestrian community that these exceptional facilities are available to equestrians of all levels, from those just starting their equestrian journey to those competing at the highest level. Working with the Maryland Horse Industry Board and the Washington International Horse Show has undoubtedly elevated the level of our equestrian center, as you can see today. We're already expecting to host more than 25 single-day and multi-day events this year, and on the books for next year, we're slated to host 30 events. We have invested more than $3 million in this facility this year, and that too deserves a hand clap. Come on, man. Some of the improvements that you will see over the next week is world-class footing, landscaping, stable improvements, restroom improvements, suites, outdoor sound system, new flooring that we're on today, new lighting that you will see inside, LED lighting, because we are going to be a sustainable county as well. Right, county, exactly? Going forward, the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission is committed to investing more to bring back this show for many, many years and other shows from all around the world. And on that note, I too would like to recognize a few people and organizations that made this come to fruition. starting with Brian Anthony, who's the general manager of this amazing facility, and his team. Please give them a warm round of applause. We have already recognized Mary Helen Shaughnessy. So Mary Helen, thank you and your team for coming here, and you will be staying here. No pressure. Ross Pedicort, thank you for all the meetings that we had leading up to this to bring this to Prince George's County. Leslie right hand, George A. Cooley. He's been a part of our team to bring many economic opportunities to this county. So thank him when you see him. And she's the only person besides our county exec that I will start with Sheila Carey. Stand up, Sheila. No, for real, she deserves it. We work hand in hand. Her and I have been working hand in hand for months to bring this here. But I'm telling you, she is about her game. Thank you for putting her in position to get us to today, Sheila. And regardless of us going back and forth, at the end of the day, it's about the residents of Prince George's County and our distinguished guests that will be visiting. And last but definitely not least, County Exec Arthur Brooks, thank you for driving our county forward. Thank you for your unwavering support and partnership to allow our guests to come to a Prince George's County Parks and Recreation facility. And of course, next week, we look forward to riding high, right? All of us going to ride high. We're going to purchase tickets, and we too will contribute to the economy. But on behalf of the Parks and Recreation Department, thank y'all for being here, and thank you. And we look forward to many more years of hosting this event. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. If you didn't know, before this morning, Prince George's County is horse country. So at this time, we'll go ahead and we'll open it up to members of the media, take a few questions if you have any questions regarding the Washington International Horse Show.
Just speak to what this means for us to be reminded of how important the horse culture is for this county.
So Prince George's County has so many assets, and this is just one of them. Is we know we for many years have been known really as horse country. I don't. It's something that we have really prided ourselves on. The culture that is here really does support the horse industry, and so this has been really something that we have had in the making for the last several years. Is to make the proper investments to grow this industry in Prince George's County. And you've heard from experienced Prince George's is this is a way also for us to continue to bring well-deserved attention to Prince George's County for the many talents that we house here, and to attract visitors from all around the world to come and visit Prince George's County to help us grow our economy. The $11 million footnote that we made about the revenues that were generated the last time this show was hosted in the area means a lot to us. And so we're going to continue in every way to highlight the talents, to highlight the potential, and to grow the economy of Prince George's County. And this Washington International Horse Show is just another step in the right direction. It is long overdue and more to come. More to come. I'm sorry, could you repeat it one more time? Oh my God, I'm so proud. I drove up today. I saw the Washington International Horse Show sign, and I swear I could have burst wide open. I am just really proud today. And it took so many partners to help make today possible. I'm so grateful once again for Sheila Curry and the vision that she had. I'm also just really grateful for all of our guests who have spoken today from the industry, from park and planning, Experience Prince George's, our mayor. So this was a collaborative effort. And it shows once again what's possible when we work together. And it also, I think, highlights once again the fact that Prince George's County earned the designation, the crown of Maryland. It is not an exaggeration. So many talents here and so many assets.
Yeah, it's the only.
Would you come on up? Yeah.
Sure. So we are the only indoor 5-star World Cup qualifying event in the United States. So there are 8 total World Cup qualifying events in North America, and we are the only 5-star that is in the United States of all of those 8 events.
How many opportunities is there for them to really get close and kind of see the different animals and kind of just be involved there? They're not necessarily going to be steeped in the horse culture per se, but
Yeah.
they want to see animals.
Definitely, if you have little kids that can't sit in an arena seat for super long, then I would recommend that we have 2 Kids Day events. One is this upcoming Saturday at National Harbor in the carousel lot, and then there will be a following one right here on site on the 29th. And both of those Kids Day events are an opportunity for kids to hands-on, touch a pony, groom a pony, ride a pony, see different kinds of horses, mounted police horses, horses that represent the caisson, all kinds of different opportunities to see, you know, horses great and small, what it means to be around ponies, and also what it means to be a rider. So those would be the 2 things that I would say are really great for little kids, are Kids Day opportunities.
And then just the atmosphere inside this venue and with all the different competitions, I guess a lot of people around here don't necessarily have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like to be inside there? What can you expect sitting and watching?
I mean, it's tough to equate it to anything horse related, because I do think that when you're in there and you're watching competition of this level, even if it's a kid on a pony or, you know, an Olympian, it's the atmosphere and feeling of, you know, a hockey game or a basketball game or something where it's really electric. You know, we think about everything from the top down. So we have this year LED ribbon boards that'll be really modifying and amplifying the look of the physical arena. It'll feel like a sporting event. And then as you're watching the horses go around, you know, there's a mixture of beauty and style that's combined with just the thrill of, you know, can they clear the fence and will they go fast? And so it's a great way to sort of marry the interest in the actual equine itself and sport. That's what we like to do. Ticketmaster. You can definitely visit our website, wihs.org, and there's information there, but all of our tickets are available via Ticketmaster or right here at the Showplace Arena box office.